Toyota has spent decades building a reputation for reliability, fuel efficiency, and hybrid technology that lasts. Vehicles like the Toyota Camry Hybrid, Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, and Toyota Highlander Hybrid became global bestsellers because they consistently delivered excellent fuel economy, dependable performance, and strong resale value. But recently, conversations surrounding Toyota's 2.5-liter hybrid system, particularly the A25A FXS engine, have started to change. Owners, independent mechanics, and automotive experts have all begun pointing toward a pattern of reliability concerns connected to this hybrid setup. And while Toyota has not issued a major headline-grabbing recall or publicly framed the issue as a serious defect, there have been quiet signs that the company recognizes the problem. Technical service bulletins, revised components, software updates, and subtle engineering revisions all suggest the same thing. There is an issue, and there is also a solution. In this video, we'll explain everything in simple, easy-to-understand terms. We'll look at what's happening inside Toyota's 2.5 hybrid system, which vehicles are most affected, why these problems matter, and what upgrades or preventive fixes could save owners from expensive repairs later on. Toyota's 2.5-liter hybrid powertrain belongs to the company's Dynamic Force engine family and works together with Toyota's hybrid Synergy drive system. The setup combines a 2.5-liter Atkinson cycle gasoline engine, electric motor generators, a hybrid battery pack, an electronic continuously variable transmission, also known as an ECVT. This powertrain is used across several popular Toyota models, including Toyota Camry Hybrid, Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, Toyota RAV4 Prime, Toyota Highlander, Hybrid Toyota Sienna Hybrid. On paper, it's one of the most advanced and fuel-efficient hybrid systems Toyota has ever built. It delivers strong performance while maintaining impressive fuel economy numbers. But real-world ownership experiences have revealed that the system may also have some important weaknesses. The biggest concerns appear to center around cooling system components and overall thermal management. 1. Coolant bypass valve failures. One of the most commonly reported issues involves the engine coolant bypass valve. When this component fails, several problems can occur. Dashboard warning lights may appear, engine temperature regulation can become inconsistent, hybrid efficiency may decrease. In severe situations, overheating can occur. For many owners, this failure starts as a simple warning message before gradually developing into a more serious issue. 2. Hybrid system overheating concerns. Another concern reported by owners involves excessive heat buildup during demanding driving conditions. Some drivers have experienced reduced engine power under heavy load, hybrid system warning messages during long trips, reduced performance in hot weather, general thermal inefficiency during extended driving. This issue appears to be more noticeable in hotter climates where ambient temperatures remain high throughout the year. Countries with tropical weather conditions, including places like Indonesia and other warm regions, have seen more complaints related to heat management. 3. Early wear in supporting components. Independent mechanics have also reported signs of premature wear in supporting cooling system components. These concerns include water pump wear earlier than expected, cooling circuit inconsistencies, occasional software-related heat management problems, uneven coolant flow behavior. Individually, these problems may seem minor, but together they point toward a system that operates with very little margin for error. Some owners assume these warning signs are minor inconveniences. Unfortunately, ignoring them can eventually lead to much bigger problems. Toyota's hybrid systems depend heavily on precise temperature control. When cooling performance becomes inconsistent, the hybrid system can no longer operate at peak efficiency. That often means worse fuel economy, reduced battery performance, less efficient power delivery. In some cases, owners report noticeable drops in MPG. Excessive heat is dangerous for any engine, especially a highly optimized hybrid system. If overheating continues over time, it can potentially damage cylinder heads, head gaskets, coolant passages, Internal engine components. Repairs involving these parts can quickly become extremely expensive. Replacing a coolant bypass valve or addressing a cooling system issue early is usually manageable in terms of cost. But once overheating damages internal engine components, repair bills can climb into the thousands. That's why early diagnosis is so important. Automotive engineers believe the root issue comes down to how aggressively optimized Toyota's newer dynamic force engines are. Toyota designed these engines to maximize thermal efficiency and fuel economy. To achieve that, the company created a system with higher thermal efficiency, tighter operating tolerances, more complex cooling management, greater dependence on precise temperature regulation. The result is excellent efficiency. But there's also a downside. The system becomes less forgiving when small components fail. Experts generally do not believe Toyota's design is fundamentally defective. Instead, they believe the system simply demands more precise maintenance and relies heavily on updated components working exactly as intended. If you own a Toyota equipped with this 2.5-liter hybrid system, there are several important upgrades and preventive measures worth considering. Toyota has reportedly revised this component in newer production models. The updated version is designed to provide better durability, more consistent temperature control, reduced failure risk. If your vehicle still has the original valve, it may be worth discussing replacement options with a dealership or qualified hybrid technician. Toyota has also released software updates aimed at improving thermal management. These updates can help optimize hybrid system behavior, improve heat management, reduce overheating risks, adjust cooling system operation more effectively. Many owners are unaware these software updates even exist. That's why checking with a dealership for the latest ECU calibration is important. Regular inspections can help identify developing problems before they become serious. A proper inspection should include coolant flow testing, water pump performance checks, valve operation testing, cooling system pressure evaluation, inspection for leaks or flow restrictions. Preventive maintenance is almost always cheaper than waiting for major failure. Reports and owner complaints most commonly involve 2019-2023 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, 2018-2022 Toyota Camry Hybrid, 2020-2023 Toyota Highlander, Hybrid 2021-2024 Toyota Sienna Hybrid. Newer production models appear to include revised parts and updated software from the factory. That suggests Toyota has already been making gradual improvements behind the scenes. Owners should pay attention to the following symptoms. Check hybrid system, warning messages, engine temperature warnings, reduced power or sluggish acceleration, strange noises from cooling system components, coolant leaks, low coolant levels, performance inconsistencies during long drives. If any of these symptoms appear, ignoring them is not recommended. Early action can prevent significantly larger repair costs later. Many drivers initially believed these issues were isolated incidents or temporary glitches. But over time, patterns started to emerge. Common owner experiences include repeated warning lights, temporary fixes that didn't fully solve the issue, multiple dealership visits, recommendations for coolant system component replacement across online forums, mechanic discussions, and owner communities. One conclusion appears repeatedly. Replacing weak or failing cooling components early often resolves the problem before major damage occurs. Toyota has not made a dramatic public announcement describing the issue as a widespread defect. However, the company's actions strongly suggest that improvements were necessary. Those actions include revised part numbers, quiet software rollouts, technical service bulletins, updated components in newer vehicles. This approach is common throughout the automotive industry. Manufacturers frequently refine designs over time rather than publicly labeling every issue as a major problem. Not necessarily. Toyota hybrids still remain among the most reliable and fuel-efficient vehicles on the road. But modern hybrid systems are becoming increasingly sophisticated. They are no longer completely maintenance-free machines that owners can ignore indefinitely. Today's highly efficient hybrid systems require proper maintenance software updates, cooling system monitoring, early attention to warning signs. Ignoring small issues can eventually create much larger and more expensive problems. If you already own one of these vehicles, or are considering buying one, the smartest approach is proactive maintenance. Ask your dealership about software updates, revised cooling components, technical service bulletins, recommended inspections. Inspect cooling system components before major problems develop. Replacing a known weak component early is usually far cheaper than dealing with engine damage later. Always use OEM-approved coolant, proper service procedures, qualified hybrid technicians. Hybrid systems are more complex than conventional vehicles, so proper servicing matters. Toyota may not have publicly announced a massive failure involving its 2.5-liter hybrid system, but the available evidence points to a real and recognized issue. The good news is that Toyota has already introduced revised components, software improvements, and engineering updates aimed at addressing the problem. For most owners, the solution is straightforward. Stay proactive. Address warning signs early. Upgrade weak components when necessary. Maintain the cooling system properly. With the right maintenance and updated parts, these hybrid systems can still deliver everything Toyota is known for. Excellent fuel economy, smooth hybrid performance, long-term durability, strong everyday reliability. The key is simple. Don't ignore the warning signs. Act early, maintain the system properly, and your Toyota hybrid can remain dependable for many years to come.